Okay, this is a tutorial for Sampha's Plastic 100 degrees Celsius. I did a cover of this about a month ago, and due to popular demand, and by that I mean one person asking me in the comments to make a piano tutorial for this, I have caved and I'm making a tutorial. This is the first tutorial I am doing, have done, and it's probably going to be the only one that I'll do. Unless, like this song, there just isn't anything else out there on YouTube. This is quite a good one because there doesn't seem to be anything else out there, so thought I would help you guys out. I hope you enjoy playing it. Before we get started, I thought I'd just show you the rig here. That's me, hey. And this is how I have set up my camera. So if you ever wanted to do a tutorial video like this, I don't have a proper rig for the camera to have it in the overhead position. So I just use this boom stand mic, which is the one I usually record singing out of, and it seems to do the trick. So, cool. I thought you might find that interesting. Let's get into it. That's what you want. The song, the key is in E flat minor. I'm going to use this electric piano. So E flat minor is the key. The time signature is 4/4, so it's all pretty standard. Beats per minute. He does tons of different versions, could be anywhere between 120 to 130. I did my cover at 125. I'll be using the metronome today to help. That's set at 125 right now. But cool, let's get started. So the intro, I'll play it first and then we'll go through the left and right hand. The intro goes like this. You get the picture. So the cool thing about this, if you get the chords for this, then you've got the chords for the intro, the verse, and the chorus. So the first chord is A flat minor. So that's the 4 chord in this key. So that looks like this. So the A flat, the E flat, the A flat in the left hand, and on the right hand, just to start off with, you have the B and the F. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through the left hand and then the right hand. So the left hand, I'm going to chuck the metronome on. So that goes like this. So the A flat at the bottom comes in on the 1. And then you're basically going on the and, so the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 for the other tones that you're playing in the left hand, like this. Then the right hand is actually really easy comparison, so it's 4/4 time. So on the 2, 3 and 4 count, you chuck in your right hand notes. So here we go. 1. It's as easy as that. So putting it together is the hard bit. I will leave that to you to have fun with. Metronome definitely helps, but that's how it goes. So the first chord, again, the A flat minor. The next chord is a B major, just a standard B major. There are a few different notes in here, but what you're going to be using in the left hand at least is B, G flat, and A flat. And in your right hand, you're going to be using B flat, so that's kind of the 7th tone in this. The B flat and then the E flat. So it's going to sound like this. Cool, that's that one. Then you move on to a D flat. So how are you going to play that? In the left hand, you're going to have D flat, A flat, and you're also going to use the B flat a little bit. And then in your right hand, you are going to use the C natural, so it's not generally in the key, but you're going to use the C natural, and you are going to use E flat. If there are notes in there that I'm adding in, or rhythm's a bit funny, just slow it down, use the speed measure on YouTube, and you'll be able to figure out exactly how it's working. You might notice that this part of the video has slightly different lighting than before. That's because I did a really crap job of summarizing how it all works for you guys the first time, so I'm doing it again. Don't hit me up about continuity errors. Come on, guys. So here we go. So I'm gonna put the metronome on and I'm gonna do the first 3 chords, how it works in the intro. So for the first measure, you got the A flat minor. For the second and the third measures, you are on B, and then for the fourth measure, you are on D flat. So here's how it works: 125 BPM. B, B, D flat, A flat, B, B, D flat. Now to the verse. So you can keep playing the verse exactly like that. You can keep playing it like. But what I did in the version that I did, and he does it different in every one, but in some versions, he kind of takes those notes that we were using in the right hand before and plays them as an interval instead of, he just plays. So let's give that a go. I'll show you how that sounds. So that's really simple. So exactly the same notes as before. I won't go through it again. In terms of the metronome, you were just playing those notes on the even count, on the 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Just to recap, the verse is going to be. And then when you come to the end, and then you kind of get to the chorus, then the chorus is actually really, really simple. So exactly the same notes once again, but you just play it once on the first beat of the measure, and then you are done, and you can take the rest of the measure off. And the chorus that I'm talking about, in case you don't know which bit I mean by the chorus, it's the bit that goes, I love those mornings. So that's really it. So it's the same notes. I'm just playing the A flat interval or octave in my left hand, then the B and the E flat. That's the A flat minor chord. Your B chord again, then the D flat. What you can add to this if you want to is some embellishment. So it can be really simple, just like, or if you want to spice it up like he does in a lot of his versions, right at the end of the measure before the next chord, he will just kind of do an arpeggio, I guess. Usually after this one. So you can kind of make it up and do whatever you want. As long as it sounds good and you're using notes from within the key, then you're probably going to be fine. So that's it. That's intro, verse, chorus. Now there is one bit at the end where it differs slightly in terms of the chords, but only slightly, and there is a little bridge. So after he does the second chorus, then there's a bit where it's like, you didn't know what the scarecrow is. I don't know if that was in key, but something like that. And that is a different chord. So for this bridge, it's a G flat 7 to start off with, and then the other 2 chords are the same. So the G flat 7, like this. So I've got G flat, D flat, and an A flat. So I'm playing the 9th, but you can play the G or the A flat. I like the A flat, it sounds a little nicer. Then on the right hand, then I'm playing the B flat, D flat, and the F. And then it's B, and then it's D flat 7. again, it's really simple. You can make it as complicated as you want. Really, it's just a matter of adding embellishments. So you just go like this to the B, and then he usually does a little arpeggio like. So again, just going through that, you got the G flat 7 to your B to your D flat 7, back to your G flat 7. Those are the chords. Once you've done that, you can kind of transition back into the chorus and then just do that really softly, and you're on your way to the end of the song. So the transition back would be kind of like this. And then you're on those chorus chords again. To your D flat, to your A flat, minor, B. Yeah, and there you go. Okay, cool. Thanks. That was my first tutorial, maybe my last tutorial, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you got any questions, feedback, and I'll be happy to answer in the comments. So enjoy playing it.